In recent years, big datasets from mobile phones have been used to provide increasingly accurate analyses of how we all move between home, work, and leisure, holiday and everything else. The strength of basing analyses on mobile phone data is that they provide accurate data on when, how, and how far each individual moves without any particular focus on whether they are passing geographical boundaries along the way. We simply move from one coordinate to another in a system of lon. The problem with existing big data models, however, is that they do not capture what geographical structures such as neighborhoods, towns, cities, regions, countries, etc. mean for our mobility. This makes it difficult, for example, to generate good models for future mobility. And it is insights of this kind we need when new forms of transport crop up, or when urbanization takes hold, explains Sune Lehmann, professor at DTU and at the University of Copenhagen. In fact, the big data approach to modeling location data has erased the usual dimensions that characterize geographical areas and their significance for our daily journeys and patterns of movement. In mobility research, these are known as scales. Within mobility research, things are sometimes presented as if scale does not come into the equation. At the same time, however, common sense tells us that there have to be typical trips or patterns of movement, which are determined by geography. Intuitively it seems wrong that you cannot see, for example, that a neighborhood or urban zone has a typical area. A neighborhood is a place where you can go down and pick up a pizza or buy a bag of sweets. It doesn't make sense to have a neighborhood the size of a small country. Geography must play a role. It's a bit of a paradox, says Laura Alessandretti, assistant professor at DTU and University of Copenhagen. Finds new, natural, and flexible geographical boundaries. The authors of the article have therefore developed a new mathematical model that defines new geographical scales from mobile tracking. The model uses anonymized mobile data from more than 700,000 individuals worldwide and identifies scales, neighborhoods, towns, cities, regions, countries, for each person based on their movement data. And if you look at the results, it's clear that distance plays a role in our patterns of movement, but that when it comes to travel there are typical distances and choices that correspond to geographical boundaries, only it's not the same boundaries you can find on a map. And to make it all a bit more complex, our geographical areas also change depending on who we are. If you live on the boundary between city districts, your neighborhood is located with, for example, a center where you live and includes parts of both city districts. Please support my channel to grow by pressing subscribe button and the bell icon. We will notify you technological news. Thank you.